Greetings, YouTubers. I am Blerdwords, and I play Marvel Strike Force. This is the second video in my little series about how not to play Marvel Strike Force. I am nearing my 900-day anniversary of playing the game, and even though about 850 of those days I think that I've been playing this game all wrong, I learned a few things, and I'm doing a lot better. But that being said, this episode is about how not to whale. And whaling does not mean you're throwing harpoons at mammals in the water. Instead, it's you're spending money, as in literal money, to buy in-game resources or to unlock characters or to up characters. And there are folks that are like Mr. Free to Play that are, I won't say opposed, but they are about playing the game for free, making sure you're managing your time and using your resources effectively. And I am not against that, but at the same time, I'm a working dad. I've got 3 little girls, and if it's a matter of spending time or spending money, I don't mind spending a few bucks to advance myself in the game at the cost of not waste, well, not, I won't say wasting, but not spending time. So that being said, how not to whale. So you got these in-game offers, and part of the draw and the curse of these is that they're about like playing the lottery to pay the bills. Yeah, you can do this and you maybe get a 3, 4, 5 star. While that's not evil, it's not necessarily effective in what you're trying to do. Depending on what purpose you're trying to fulfill in the game. Now, that being said, I would say that if you're spending actual money, that a lot, in most cases, I won't even say a lot, I'll say in most cases, that it's better off to spend money on power cores. Power cores are in-game resources that you use for a multitude of things, and it's more effective for the most part, depending on what you're trying to do. Now, depending on what you're trying to do, let's talk about me trying to whale. You know what? I won't even say whale. Here's my slight adventure into being a sea cow or a manatee as opposed to whaling. Now, just really quick to go over the story. Just around near the end of August, I had just missed leveling up my Shuri character to 7 stars. I didn't have the necessary Spider-Verse characters up to 7 stars, so I couldn't level her up to 7 stars. So that being said, the next character in the legendary calendar was Black Bolt, and to get to Black Bolt, I needed I needed Asgardians. Well, at the time, I had 4 out of the 5 Asgardians up to 5 stars. The one I didn't was Hela. I had Hela at 3 stars, and I was trying to find a way to, well, what am I going to do? Well, at the time, there is a node that you can play, Villains 7-6, to get Hela shards. Well, I hadn't made it that far. I was at maybe 7-1. Shout out to Squints, Rayge Gaming, and to Paulo P13 for giving me advice to be able to do this. I think it was Rayge Gaming that put me over the hump, though. So anyway, I was trying to figure out, well, how am I going to get Hela? Well, I thought I'd sea cow it. So I went to the offers, and there was something. Hold on. Right here. This isn't the one, but this was a perfect example. There was an Asgardian orb, and it actually had 12k in little orb pieces. So there were 6 Asgardian orbs that you could get for about, I think it was $19, and there were 3 purchases available. So I said, you know what? Hey, I can get lucky. There's 180 shards maybe. So I clicked on it, and bada boom, bada bing, I did not get enough shards for Hela, and so there were 2 more purchases. Don't tell my wife. I did all 3, and so I kept trying to get enough shards so I could unlock Black Bolt. And long story short, I didn't. I was still stuck at around 3. And so what's crazy is I did get one orb that had 180 shards. It was 180 shards of Thor. That's why my Thor is at 6 stars now. Because it was cool getting 180 shards, but it was bittersweet because I didn't get what I needed for Hela, and so I didn't unlock what I needed to, so I didn't get Black Bolt. And so I missed Black Bolt, and then because I missed Black Bolt, Ebony Maw was the next event, and Ebony Maw, you needed Black Bolt. Well, I didn't have him, so I missed Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw is another character like Black Bolt. Both part of the meta, both very important characters in the game that you could use for a lot of things. And then I missed out on both of them. Then on top of that, then came Doc Ock. And oh my gosh, I am such a Sinister Six fan. I mean, I've said before that I love comics and I love superheroes, but I was like, Doc Ock, oh my gosh, Sinister Six, I can't wait. Oh my goodness, this is going to be awesome. And I needed X-Force. Well, at the time, I had Deadpool and Cable up high enough, but I had Domino, X-23, and Negasonic all at 3 stars, which put me in the same position I was in with the Asgardians. And there was another orb for $19. You get it, and you get X-Force shards. No, not so much. And thankfully, Paulo P13 and Mr. Free to Play on his Discord server talked me off the ledge, and I did not do that. And it hurt. I had the character shakes because I so wanted to get Doc Ock, but I didn't. So that hurt. But after that, after Doc Ock, then it was She-Hulk. So unlocking She-Hulk, well, hey, there was a $50 thing that you can do to unlock She-Hulk, and thankfully, Mr. Free to Play and Paulo P 13 talks me off the ledge again. And so instead of doing that $50 unlock or the $19, you can get 2 orbs and maybe get 180 shards. I was patient, and there was a She-Hulk blitz. And so I got, I believe around half. I think I got about 50 stars, or 50 shards, excuse me. And so then with the current She-Hulk blitz, I'm at just under, I need about 30 shards left to unlock She-Hulk. Now, I know that in my previous video I said, I unlocked too many characters. I know I said that, but at the same time, this game kind of goes in cycles. So when there's characters that, that are part of the meta that you need to unlock, you kind of just need to go with the flow. So I'm okay with unlocking She-Hulk and maybe putting her to the back burner and leveling her later. But that being said, She-Hulk's one of my favorite characters. I mean, oh my gosh, do I even really have a list that, maybe I have a list that's smaller of my non-favorite characters as opposed to my favorite. And so they talked me off the ledge. I didn't do that. So thankfully, I backed off of that. So one is about spending your money effectively, not, buying lottery tickets to pay the bills. So you need to, if you're going to spend money, you need to spend it effectively. Content creators like Harsh Squints and Mr. Free to Play, they make a point about doing content that's specifically around not paying for the game. Now, I'm a working father of 3 girls, and so when you balance, say, spending a lot of time, on my phone or on my computer playing the game, or spending a few bucks to advance my characters, I'm okay with spending a few bucks as opposed to, taking time away from my kids or, skipping out on work, taking days off or whatever. Not. But I'm okay with spending some money on something that I love. So that's not a big deal. It's, I'm blessed enough to make enough money to where if I spend a few bucks on this, it's not like I'm spending the rent money. So that stigma about spending money, that is not lost on me. But being more effective with my money, just same as being more effective with my in-game resources, definitely needs to be talked about. So that being said, the next thing I would say, well, no, I'll say the last thing so we can cut this short, is you need to get Google Play cards. I say you get Google Play cards because right now I've got my credit card connected to my Google account. So when it comes to things like, let's say, let's get off of this guy. Let's say I want to level Mr. Glaive. So I look at some gear, and then I have the option of, hey, I need this item, and hey, it's only $1. Or I need these 3 items to up his gear. It's only $1.99, $2. And so, hey, I'd click on that. I'd go ahead and get those $2. Or I can try, using these auto wins or this here and, doing this. Well, I mean, I could do this. And okay, hey, sometimes I'm fortunate enough to get what I need. Oh, and then sometimes I'm not. And so I could do that, or I could just spend a few bucks and hit that, or even spend a few power cores and get some of the things that I need. The thing is, if you got your credit card hooked to this, you could just do this constantly and not even realize how many times you're doing it. And then before you know it, because there isn't a limit, you spent $50 and you're like, where the heck did money go? All I did was, spend $1 here or $2 there. But if you're throwing Google Play cards on there, you've got a limit, the same way that you've got limited resources in game. And it kind of helps curtail you from overspending. And so I'm definitely a C cow when it comes to this game, definitely Manateeing. But that being said, I'm enjoying it. I'm not overspending. And I started buying these things to kind of keep me from doing that. And so those are my tips for how not to whale. Definitely do not bank on getting 180 shards. If you wanted to do something like that, maybe you're a couple shards away, you go ahead and do something. But you don't bank on, you need 180. And yeah, I'm just going to get lucky. No, don't bank on that. Definitely use Google Play cards. In fact, to end this video, I'm going to do a Google Play card offer. I'm going to give a person that comments on this video or my first video. I'm going to randomly pick someone and send them a free Google Play card, so I can make you a manatee as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Now that I got 2 videos, I'm going to ask you to subscribe. I'm also going to ask that you leave comments, what you like, what you didn't like. I think I've got issues with lightings and my mic, so definitely leave me suggestions on mic purchases, different things for lighting. I'm going to try a different area to film to see how that works, or different software packages. So I'm open to all those. I'll read all the comments, but I'm trying to keep this video's runtime down. So hey, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Keep gaming.